Welcome back to the House of Flying Blue Shells. Welcome back to Backbreaker Gaming, and welcome to the post-mortem. Ow, I just jabbed myself in the eye there. Awesome. Welcome to the old post-mortem of the Mario Kart, the Ultimate Mario Kart trophy case. Quite the odyssey we were on for that one. A lot of points where I thought where we were probably screwed. But through sheer force of bending the game to my will and finally getting enough lucky dice rolls to deal with Special Cup, we finally were able to deal with it. Now, I believe it's over here. It's over here. Okay, thank you. Not you. You. Haha! Perfect. Alright, so we've got the tier list here. You can see there's a bunch of tracks down underneath here. Before we get into that, though, just a couple of stats. Some stats to go over here. Because I was thumbing through the footage Sunday morning. And we're going to start with the games that took us... We're going to start with the game that took us the least amount of time. And kind of work our way up from there. So, probably shouldn't shock anyone here. The game we took the least amount of time with, even if we would have had to do mirror mode, I think if we'd have had to do everything in every game here, this still would have been the lowest by quite a bit, was Mario Kart 7. I made no bones about saying that, I saw it on a Reddit thing, and then through playing it, I kind of confirmed it myself. And the time here says it as well. Total time of 2 hours, 6 minutes for Mario Kart 7. No, we didn't have to do mirror mode in it, but I don't think mirror mode would have made a difference. Because the others, if we take a look at the time that we took on the others, it probably just basically multiply it by 2. So you're looking at a time of, it would be 4 hours, 12 minutes, and even then that's still, some of these still took less than that, or still took less than some of these. I think there's only a handful that we would have taken a little bit more with. Next up on the list is Mario Kart Wii. Now, we did have a couple fumbles there. I think it was mostly because of me picking an inside drift bike and being bad with inside drift bikes. I don't have the Word document up on the screen share here. Maybe I can just let's maybe pull that up for a second here. Just boop. Okay, there we go. So you can kind of see the times here as well, and kind of what I'm talking about. Mario Kart Wii, total time, 3 hours. Not bad, all things considered. Then we move up to Mario Kart 64. Total time of 3 hours, 45 minutes, and that included mirror mode. That included doing mirror mode, and I know we had to do Special Cup perfectly. And I don't remember if we had any other nonsense with mirror mode other than... just yeehawing through it. But yeah, Mario Kart 64, third on the list there of our time that we'd taken. Then we get a bit more of a jump here. We got Mario Kart World. 4 hours, 45 minutes is a little bit deceiving because I did include the time that we did our quote-unquote victory lap through all of the knockout tours. But for the most part, if I remember correctly, we didn't have to redo any of the cups in World. So if we remove the victory lap, we're probably a little closer to the Mario Kart 7 time frame of the World there. Still not bad. Mario Kart DS, this one we had to do everything. Mission mode, mirror mode, and the regular. We did have a few, like that mushroom. The first Mushroom Cup was rough. The Bowser Tyrant Run, which the less said about that, the better. But total time of 5 hours, 15 minutes for everything. This one kind of surprised me, but this one also didn't completely surprise me. Mario Kart 8, total time, 5.5 hours. I did try to do this in like a 6-hour window previously. I don't know what went wrong last time, because we were flying through here and no signs of slowing down, no brakes, no nothing. Maybe just some maybe it might have been a little bit more back and forth banter, because we were also like switching up our characters pretty much every time. But total time, 5.5 hours. We flew through the front 9. The back 9, okay, the back 9 got a little bit, suspect at times, but then we take another big jump, Mario Kart Super Circuit. Now, this one, we got to throw a little asterisk on it for its time as well, because we had to separately unlock the SNES tracks, which could not be done through a one and done of if we'd have gotten first place and 100 coins. We don't just instantly unlock it. You have to do both of them. Which thankfully, I think outside of one cup, none of them even came close to 100 coins, so that's kind of why we were doing that sort of hovering around second nonsense to get everything unlocked. And then there was the having to perfect special cup on Super Circuit. Total time, 7 hours. Not awful, but also not ideal. I think if we were to do this if we were to ever like run this back ahead of time, I would probably make sure that I have the SNES cups unlocked. Would be about the only thing that could change the amount of time that we spent on Super Circuit. And then we take a massive jump. Mario Kart Double Dash. Total time, 25 hours. Total time spent in the All Cup Tour having to perfect it, 19 hours, 30 minutes. I hope you're fucking happy. Five and a half hours spent on literally everything else. So you'd be looking at, if we didn't have to perfect it, you'd be looking at a double dash time around just a shade over 6 hours. Which would put it before Super Circuit. But then, oh yeah, we had to be perfect. And that, of course, isn't quite bringing up the elephant in the room that is at the top of the page here. The goddamn Super Nintendo and motherfucking Super Mario Kart. The only one that I tallied every cup individually because I knew I'd have to. I don't want to go and I don't want to do a full deep dive and figure out how many attempts of each cup it took, because that will make my fucking head spin. Same goes with the All Cup Tour. I don't really want to figure out how many times it took me to get to that point. The attempts are one thing. That total time is good enough for me for the stats. Mushroom Cup, 50 minutes, less than an hour. Okay, not great. Flower Cup, 3.5 hours. And these two were before we found out about the speedrunning strat. Star Cup, 7 hours. All but one attempt of which were in the pre-speedrun strats. The first attempt we did of the speedrun strat, we aced the Star Cup. Special Cup. 24 fucking hours. Most of which was probably spent on Donut Plains 3. My God. If you take every single Mario Kart except for Double Dash and combine its time, comparing it to Super, Super still has 4 hours on it. That's absurd. That's nutty. That's goddamn ridiculous. I think also by virtue of how long we were here, I think our most commonly used character would have been Toad, just because of the sheer volume of runs that we did here. And I guess by extension, we used Toad quite a lot in here. I think our least commonly used that were at least playable, I think, probably Baby Luigi. I don't think we used Baby Luigi once. I know we used Baby Mario a couple of times. Dry Bones basically ran Mario Kart DS. But that is that is the stats as we know them for that is the stats as we know them for the for total track time. Let's open up the VC here because it is time to get into ranking all of these damn tracks. Because, my God, what a gong show. What a gong show that we had for these tracks. Oh, okay, that... so put this over here. And I guess I should turn this on just in case. In case I don't see it right away, then maybe somebody pops in. So, starting off here is we've got Mario Kart. We've got Super Mario Kart. Now, I said at the end of last night's stream during the Pokemon stream that for the most part, this tier list thing doesn't have the SNES tracks on the it doesn't have the SNES tracks in Super Circuit on the thing. For the most part, they're going to just remain. They're going to be sort of on par with where they are in where I put them in the. They're going to be in the same spot. Save for a couple, and I will get to them when we get there. But as you can see on the tier list here, we've got top tier track, awesome track, UI, you exist, you annoy me, not great, and there's a special place in hell for you. You can probably guess which ones are gonna... There's a few tracks might end up in. There's a special place in hell for you. And unlike whatever Flame's intern was working the Battle of Alberta down in Calgary, we at least remembered how to spell special correctly. Mario Circuit 1. I mean, as a way to sort of start the franchise, you go and a good way to get your feet wet, a good way to get started. Nothing really to write home about, but it's not gonna actively fuck with you as well. Donut Plains 1, you exist. You're the second one. It's fine. It's where you start to see some of the stuff about the different road terrain and that. The warning should be that little bit of water there that, oh, by the way, the other donut plains are not going to be friendly to you. Ghost Valley 1, UI. Ghost Valley 1, I have no issue with. I have no beef with Ghost Valley 1. Because I think it was around like the third or fourth attempt, we started to just breeze through this. Bowser Castle 1, UI. Nothing overly difficult about it. The music track is an absolute banger. Mario Circuit 2, this is the one where you start to figure out some of that like drift mechanic stuff that as you're making corners, the game kind of like locks you into that like drifting speed, which allows you to move so much faster, but it makes it so much harder to control. However, if you can control it and you can figure out your lines quickly enough, you can break this game over your knee. Choco Valley 1. You annoy me. You annoyed me. Not quite as bad as the other one, but to kick off the Flower Cup with that, just icky. Just kind of aggravating. Ghost Valley 2. Not great. We lost so many continues here. Donut Plains 2, you annoy me. There are some longer looping corners in that, but that water's getting a little bit more intrusive, and I worry that I worry that the worst is yet to come. And oh boy, I would be correct. Bowser Castle 2. You exist. Like, that's about the peak of it is, well, you exist. It's not nearly as bad as the other Bowser Castle that we'll be getting to, but it's fine. It's the music does a lot of the heavy lifting for it on this one, but that's why it falls into you exist. What was that? Mario Circuit 3. Mario Circuit 3, I'm going to put you in UI. I'm going to put you in UI. Maybe that has a little bit to do with a bit of retro bias for it, because the retro versions of this track are great. But when we did see this track, like it was at least a fair track. I might catch some heat for this. I might catch some heat for this one. But Koopa Beach 1, I'm going to put in awesome. Koopa Beach 1 is perfectly okay. Like, it's fine. We didn't have much of, like, we didn't struggle that much with it. We were able to consistently get through this fine, even in the single player side of it before we started using the speedrun strat. We were able to get through this fairly fine. Plus, it helps that you can get this track done in under the full 5 laps in under a minute. Oh, hey. How's it going? Welcome to tier listing. Choco Valley 2. We're doing fine on the final day before we go to work. Choco Valley 2 can fuck right off. It's not quite in special place in hell for you, but, yeah, this track was not fun. This track was never fun. Like, this track felt like a chore to get through. Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. Vanilla Lake 1, you annoyed me. And a lot of it has to do with the two little sections there where you've got the blocks that disappear when you hit them, and you bounce off of them. That are here and here. Because no matter what we did, we'd always seem to run into them. Bowser Castle 3. You annoyed the fuck out of me. The music does some heavy lifting here to keep it out of not great. And the track design itself is a good track. We just struggled so much with it, with the narrow straightaway where the fucking thwomps would wait for us, the 3 split lane here that we could never hit anybody with an item with, or could consistently stay in a straight line. We were always bouncing off walls here. Mario Circuit 4. You are firmly going in the you exist territory, because for the most part, I kind of forgot about you. Mostly because we would keep getting hung up here. So, we would constantly get hung up in Bowser Castle 3 that I didn't see Mario Circuit 4 much, and it's just a longer version of 3. It's just sort of a longer version of 3. It kind of felt like it was like we're pushing the creative limits here because we can only have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 different 7, I guess, different variants of background because we only have so much space on a SNES cartridge for everything that, I don't know, 4 just feels like it exists. Worth noting, it's also the only group of tracks here that gets up to a 4, so it's kind of, it kind of is what it is with that. Koopa Beach 2. You annoyed me. You annoyed me because your design is just weird. Your design is just sort of weird. Especially because you have an inverse in the same cup that we'll get to in a minute. Actually, we're going to get to it right now. Vanilla Lake 2. You annoy me. No, actually, you know what? After we got to a point where we stopped trying to do the short lap shenanigans there, where basically how it works is you get ahead of the starting line, hop into the water, and keep hooking to the left to get past the starting line. Lakitu will lose his cookies, pull you out, and send you across the line, and it will count as a lap. You can keep trying to do that to make for quick laps. It's not as consistent as it should be, and therefore it's not something you want to try to do, especially when, we were frequently in desperation mode. But you notice I did the special cup out of order. Because I left the first track, and I left the third track, and it's because bam, bam, bam. All 3 of Donut Plains 3, Ghost Valley 3, and Rainbow fucking Road, there is a special goddamn place in hell for you. Fuck you. Also, hello, Insane. The sheer amount of bullshit with Donut Plains 3, the fact that the hop mechanic is never used anywhere else except in this one little fuck-off spot here, is mind-boggling. We kind of started to get a little better with this, but them old scars ain't going away anytime soon. And then there's you. One pixel of one fucking tire falls off, and you just fall. Contrast that to the bullshit we pulled off in Mario Kart 8, where we were fucking one-tiring the fucking cart around a fucking corner and still hanging on. And it wasn't even a back tire, it was a front tire. It was a steering tire with no fucking, like... Because all them cars, I'm pretty sure, are all rear-wheel drives. So how the fuck we managed to stay upright and going around a corner on one fucking tire at 200 cc's is beyond me. But fuck me running that. I hated the bulk of this just because of how teeth-grindingly difficult this was. Ideally, the rest of this isn't going to be nearly as much of a beatdown on the courses, and my god, I'm beginning to sound like my boss now. So let's actually heap some praise here. Luigi Stadium. Or Luigi Circuit. Luigi Raceway. Right, it's Luigi Raceway. Look, there's a lot of these fucking tracks. I'm gonna forget which ones are called which at times. Luigi Raceway. Awesome track. To kick off the 3D era, you could not have asked for a better track. Nice, easy, nice wide turns. Good dispersal of items. The track, mwah, phenomenal. Even the blimp with the guaranteed blue shell. In the second lap there, that blimp that flies down carries an item. If you manage to get it, and it's actually your item that you can use instead of because right in front of it is that first line of items. If you manage to get the one with the blimp, it's a guaranteed blue shell. Same goes for the one that's on the rock in Koopa Beach. At Koopa Troopa Beach there, that we're going to talk about in a minute too. That one is also a guaranteed blue shell. Moo Moo Farm, awesome track. Short, cows, gophers, straightforward. Koopa Troopa Beach, I'm going to be putting in UI. Like, it's got the shortcut, it's got the big jump, the guaranteed blue shell, but that's, like, really it. It's kind of longer compared to these two, and there really isn't as much going on. Calamari Desert is awesome, and I will not hear any slander of it. Yes, you can kind of manipulate the AI a little bit in this with the train. If you can outrun the train, you can absolutely break this. You can break this course and make it a non-issue. If you can outrun the train, the AI can't do anything to stop you, rubber banding or not. Toad's Turnpike. This is another one that I would like to be able to have multiple, like, pins of. Because I need to put an asterisk on... I gotta put an asterisk on something here. I guess these three also, if we're... the Special Place in Hell, for the GBA version, Donut Plains 3 moves up to You Exist. Ghost Valley 2 moves to... no, Ghost Valley stays right there. Rainbow Road moves up to You Annoyed Me. For the GBA. Everything else GBA-wise, the SNES tracks all stay in the same spot. There was nothing really, like... Nothing really major about the jump up from the SNES to the GBA that keeps it that gives anything like a massive boost. Just that maybe some of them aren't as teeth-grindingly difficult. Toad's Turnpike. Toad's Turnpike. I'm gonna put it in UI. I'm gonna put an asterisk. Mirror mode. it goes firmly into you annoyed me. Mirror mode is when the traffic is going against you. Welcome back to those coming out of the ad break. Toad's Turnpike is in UI. Mirror mode, it would be in you annoyed me because the traffic's going against you, and you can just get comboed to fuck and back if you're not careful. Frappe Snowland. You're also alright. You're alright. A somewhat better use of like snow and ice mechanics, ice physics, than say the Vanilla Lake stuff where you're just sliding all over the goddamn place. But certainly not flawless. Also, the goddamn snowmen. It does also have that like little glitch that Christ, Branson and I were talking about this way back at the affiliate anniversary, where like Lakitu will just get done with saving you and just keep dumping you in the river right after the jump over it. It'll be like, I'm done saving you, you just keep driving into oblivion, so I'm just gonna dump you in the river. Get fucked. Mario Kart 64 Choco Mountain, you exist. I feel like I'm going to be seeing a lot of Choco Mountain in You Exist because the game really as we found out through the series, they really like going to like just bringing Choco Mountain up to like game after game after game here. Mario Raceway, awesome track. I might catch some heat. I'm probably going to catch some heat for this one. But as they tend to say, this is my opinion, this is my fucking list. Wario Stadium, top fucking tier. It's basically a fucking dirt bike track. It's maybe a little on the long side, but it's an awesome dirt bike track, and it has the fuck you jump. Which, again, if you have an AI opponent that is pissing you off, send them on the wrong side of the fuck you jump. You basically take them out of the running for the race. Sherbetland, I'm going to put you in awesome. Penguins, pure ice instead of like the snow. There's no snowman anymore, but there is, well, the penguins. But I don't know, it seemed to me like the penguins were easier to dodge than the snowman at times. Royal Raceway, absolutely no question, top tier. The Super Mario 64 Easter egg, and just this track is just overall great. Bowser Castle, awesome track. Like, this Bowser Castle, what separates it from these three, like, these three have the final boss theme, have a remix of the Mario World boss theme, giving it that sense of sort of speed and urgency that you're trying to get in and get out. Bowser's Castle slows the music down, makes it a little bit creepier, a little bit more like haunting. It's like, oh, we still need to get the fuck out of here. But it isn't as like intense. It's just like this ominous dread of like, oh, we probably shouldn't be here. Like, and the fact that it's a more technical, more difficult course, and gotta respect the game on that one. DK Jungle Parkway, awesome track. Actually, no, N64, top tier, because you can cheat the jump. You can cheat the jump, and you've got the final corner there that you can skip by hill climbing. We'll circle back to this when we get to the Wii. N64 Yoshi Valley. UI. We had a little bit of tumbling and stumbling in it, but overall, excuse me, this course is great because of its chaotic nature. Because there's so many routes in that, you have no idea until you get through the maze. You're not really sure who's where and what. Like, this was the one that position changes and that happened a lot in the point standings, because like 7th or 8th would all of a sudden just jump up into the lead and not let it go, and you're like, where the fuck did that come from? I think unless you yourself had a solid grip, then 2nd through was mostly the same. Banshee Boardwalk. I'm going to have a little bit of personal bias and also a little bit of past bias and pain to add to this one. You annoy me. I would have put you in You Exist normally, but I remember a few times having to race this race with my fucking blackout welding helmet on, and I couldn't see a goddamn thing. Meanwhile, someone sitting right beside me with a different fucking welding helmet could see fucking perfectly. Not great, Bob. Not great. And then to cap it off, Rainbow Road. Well, I wouldn't say it's the worst Rainbow Road. I will say it's kind of the... Even now with a little bit of revisionist history and me actually going through Mario Kart DS, even though Brett and I both forgot about it when we did our blind ranking of it while we were dicking around playing World. This one is just firmly in You Exist. You're north of 5 minutes. You're north of 5 minutes for the whole race in 150, and God help you if you are in 50cc in this thing. Like, I'm pretty sure I could file my taxes faster than you could get through Rainbow Road on 50cc. It's a long track. A very long track. So then we move into Mario Kart Super Circuit. Peach Circuit. Awesome start. Awesome start to the GBA era. The music track is great. The track is not difficult at all. A nice way to sort of ease you into the game. Shy Guy Beach. Shy Guy Beach I'm also going to put in awesome, because it's got the pirate ship that does launch cannonballs at you. There's the not necessarily a shortcut, but sort of the inside route you can take that you can absolutely boost through with a mushroom, but even just taking the regular route itself doesn't slow you down that much. And you can get a shit ton of coins from it. Is this Lakeside or Riverside Park? Because they don't have they don't have names for this. They just have the I think Lakeside is the first one. Riverside is the later one. Good God Almighty. 200 streak. In the immortal words of Jim Ross, by God. 200 stream streak. And didn't yours break at one point too? Like, you were on a pretty good streak and then it broke. Or am I thinking of somebody else? Am I thinking maybe of Insane, who had a big streak going that then got shattered? Well, get the damn Steve, get the Steve Weisers. I got till like 2 o'clock tomorrow to make sure that I at least make it to Fort Saskatchewan to pick up the welder helper that I'm picking up on route to work. So hopefully I'm sober by then. Sweet. Cheers. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's good that we don't even need the goblet because it's only 2 beer. We don't need the goblet. I was saying is, of course, now that I'm saying that, I was half expecting there to be a, there it is. There it is. Because we were about to just use the Flames beer mug that I got, oddly enough, at the Edmonton Expo last year. But now that there's 3, the Flames beer mug can hold 2. Mostly okay, but yeah, oh I know, that's why I'm partly worried about the old hockey season, because I got a bad feeling if Insane doesn't redeem it, you probably will. I have a weird feeling I'm going to be seeing the crease. Might be seeing the crease a little bit more this upcoming season. So we have the victory goblet. So bounce it off my mic. Move the old shot skates out of the way here. I'm just gonna pull up the just the track names here, just so I quickly have them. Okay, no, I have it backwards. This is, it is, in fact, Riverside Park. Riverside Park is the, is this one here. And I may have forgotten its name, but it goes in UI. This first one has, like, one of the big major jumps there. I think I said it when we did the, when we were doing the SNES tracks. I love the little splash art that it has for all of these. I wish they would have made some for the SNES tracks when you unlock them. I wish they'd have had something for that instead of just the map, but it was what it was. It's fine. Bowser Castle 1, it honestly goes in awesome. It's short, it's to the point, it's basically, in a way, it's kind of Bowser Castle 1 in the SNES, but better. Because it kind of gets rid of the little jut outs here that do nothing. Mario Circuit GBA, UI. You certainly get a glow up later, and we'll talk about that. Boo Lake. Boo Lake's alright. Cheeseland, you're also, like, actually, no, Cheeseland here, you exist. Same goes with Bowser Castle 2. Don't really remember much about it. It's a little bit longer. Luigi Circuit, UI. Skyland? Or Sky Island? Awesome. What are you again? Cheap Island. Yeah, you're definitely going into You Exist because I had to look up what you were called again. Oh. Prospector Shy Guy. Wild Plains. I think it's Wild Plains. Sunset Wilds. Awesome track. You have the indigenous Shy Guys chilling. You are kind of barreling through their sacred land. It changes from like sunset to night for the final lap, which is an awesome little feature. Snowland. You exist. The splash art's great, but you just sort of exist. Ribbon Road, UI. Yoshi Desert? Yeah, Yoshi Desert. Yoshi Desert, you exist. I didn't really have much solid either way to say about you. Bowser Castle 3, however, awesome track. Bowser Castle 3 is awesome. Lakeside Park. We do have that clip. That clip of me stuck as Bowser, just ping-ponging off of everything and missing walls. Yeah, no, you are going into... Ultimately, it is an awesome... It's aight. Boo Pier, however. You annoyed me. Bowser Castle 4 is alright. Rainbow Road. This Rainbow Road is absolutely an awesome track. I might argue top tier. If it wasn't for the one feature that made it super unique with the bouncy rails, that made it way more difficult than it needed to be, I would bump it up in the top tier, but it's still pretty great. And then we enter Mario Kart Double Dash. Mario Kart Double Dash. We spent so much fucking time here. Luigi Circuit, UI. Again, as a demo, as the first track you would probably go through if you went through the Grand Prix and that, it's fine. It shows off the gimmick. If you go any faster than 100cc, you'll have that middle rail removed. That opens up a bit more chaos when guys are passing each other. Peach Beach, UI. GameCube Baby Park. For as much as I hated dealing with this track, for as much as this track has personally harmed me, in its native game, I don't think I have any choice but to put it in top tier. It is a track that is built for the game it is in. Because that middle area there, while it separates karters, items cross over at will. Huh. Weird. Neat. Dry desert. UI. Mushroom Bridge, however. Mushroom Bridge. Awesome track. Mushroom Bridge is awesome. Mario Circuit, you go into... You also... UI. Daisy Cruiser is an awesome track. Being able to just barreling around on that cruise ship and that, it is a good time. Waluigi Stadium. Never was there more consistent run-ender in that Perfect All Cup tour than Waluigi fucking Stadium. The track itself is fine. It annoyed the shit out of me. Sherbetland GameCube, you just kind of exist. Mushroom City is alright. Yoshi Circuit is top tier. It's shaped like a goddamn Yoshi. It is shaped like a Yoshi. It's got the pair of shortcuts. And it is a track that really helps you... It helps you figure out the clacky really good. You get really good with the clacky and drifting in that. DK Mountain is an awesome track. Oh, it is friend shaped. It isn't always friendly. Speaking of tracks that annoyed me, Wario Coliseum. Another consistent run-ender in the Perfect All Cup tour. Wario Coliseum actively annoyed me. Another case where it's like, it's kind of long and it's like, you could condense that a little bit. Dino Jungle, it's fine. This Bowser Castle is awesome. This Bowser Castle is awesome, and this Rainbow Road absolutely goes into top tier. It is difficult, but it is supposed to be difficult. It's difficult, but fair. You earn that win with this track. So then we jump into Mario Kart DS. Figure 8. I don't know if it's fair that I'm going to be essentially that I can compare it to I can immediately compare it to something else that we're going to see later. But honestly, Figure 8's not great. Figure Eight's not great. It is exactly what it is, but it's just not that good. Yoshi Valley, I think? Yoshi Falls. That's right, Yoshi Falls. I'm gonna go with You Exist. It's not a figure eight, but there's more stuff going on. You've got the waterfalls, and that it's slightly better. Cheap Cheap Beach. You are also going to be going into... no, you aight. You aight. Luigi's Mansion, you're also alright. Desert Hills. Now, I didn't realize right away that this is like Desert Hills. This is the same Desert Hills that shows up in World. It gets a massive glow up for World. Holy shit. In its main game, honestly, you just kind of exist. Delfino Plaza is Delfino Square or whatever. It's an awesome track. I feel like it would be kind of sacrilege to not put Waluigi Pinball at top tier. Like, Waluigi Pinball, it's Waluigi Pinball. If the Mario Kart fanbase wasn't clamoring for Coconut Mall when Mario Kart 8 was talking about when it was bringing in its DLC, if it wasn't Coconut Mall, it was Waluigi Pinball. And they managed to get both. Mushroom Gorge. Honestly, Mushroom Gorge is a great track. Mushroom Gorge is great. It's awesome. DK Pass is awesome. Put that in the right order. Tick-Tock Clock. Tick-Tock Clock in its native game honestly just sort of exists. Mario Circuit, UI. The abandoned airship, or not abandoned airship. Airship Fortress, right. Airship Fortress. Airship Fortress. Honestly, actually, Airship Fortress is kind of awesome. Airship Fortress is awesome. Wario Stadium, the DS version. You annoy me on principle. Because you share the name with a god tier track from the N64. But you don't have a fuck you jump. You're a little bit more technical, but you annoy me on principle with that. Peach Garden. Peach Garden here, UI. This Bowser Castle, it's alright. And this Rainbow Road, I'm putting it in You Exist. Because it is just... It's just it tries to be a handheld version of the GameCube one, but it's not. It's not this. It's not the GameCube Rainbow Road. It tried to be it. It's not. The retro tracks. Mario Circuit 1 here, you honestly just kind of exist because there is very little that you could do at this time. Moo Moo Farm, you alright. You alright. Peach Circuit, you alright. Luigi Circuit, you exist. Donut Plains 1, you exist. Frappe Snowland, honestly, you exist. Bowser Castle 2 from the GBA, you exist. Baby Park on the DS. You are going to be hanging out with Figure 8 Circuit. You are not great. Only 5 laps. The items don't cross over. There's not as, like, in a way, as much as I complained about the chaos, it's the chaos that makes the track. And this version of it basically strips that away. It's not the same. It's like a pre-version of the Excite Bike track that we'll get to, but it just kind of does everything wrong. Koopa Beach 2. It's when you exist. This Choco Island, honestly, you annoy me. Because I didn't realize you show up so often. This Luigi Circuit, you exist. This Mushroom Bridge, you annoy me. You take out a lot of the stuff that made Mushroom Bridge kind of cool. Just for the sake of, oh, well, we've got it here now as a retro track. Donut Plains 2. You annoyed me as well. Banshee Boardwalk, you exist. Sky Garden, you alright. And Yoshi Circuit, this one, you're alright. You're fine. For now. Mario Kart Wii. Luigi Circuit here, you're alright. You're alright. Good way to kick things off. Another one where I feel like it's kind of sacrilege if I don't put it up near the top. Moo Moo Meadows is awesome. Again, a nice, easy early track. Kind of... It's weird, you have like Luigi Circuit, then farm-based track. And somehow they both end up being kind of great. Mushroom Gorge is an awesome track. Toad Factory, I'm pretty sure that's another one that like it kind of feels like sacrilege if it doesn't go into the top tier. This Mario Circuit is awesome. Coconut Mall. I mean, I think I kind of spoiled where I think that one ends, where it probably is going to end up. DK Pass is fucking awesome. Wario's Gold Mine is pretty great as well. Daisy Circuit. Daisy Circuit's fine. Koopa Cape. Koopa Cape's fine. Maple Treeway is actually, honestly, I like Maple Treeway. It's a pretty good track. Grumble Volcano. Maybe it's still the scars from, maybe it's still the scars from the past, but you annoy me. Dry Dunes, honestly, you kind of exist because the other 3 tracks are all at least awesome. Mushroom Highway is awesome. Bowser Castle is... This Bowser Castle is awesome. And this Rainbow Road is also a top-tier Rainbow Road. So, this Peach Beach, it's fine. This Yoshi Fall, Yoshi Falls here kind of exists. Same with Ghost Valley 2. Sort of just exists. This Mario Circuit, it's alright. Or Mario Raceway. Sherbetland here, it's fine, I guess. Shy Guy Beach. This one's actually pretty awesome. It still keeps the bombs and that in there too. Delfino Plaza or Delfino Square or whatever it is. It's aight. I love this wall. I do love this Waluigi stadium. It didn't piss me off nearly as much as the other one did. Desert Hills makes a return. This one's... It's fine. It's cool. Bowser Castle 3 from the GBA. This one is kind of awesome. DK Jungle Parkway. Not great. You take away our ability to, like, hit that first jump over the river and be able to cork the vehicle sideways and cheat the course a little bit. You take that away and you take away that last corner in it. And I don't know. I do not vibe with it. GameCube Mario Circuit, you alright? Mario Circuit 3, another case of, like, you exist, because there's not much you can really... there wasn't much you really could do with that. Although, in saying that, it's kind of buoyed by the power of hindsight, because we know of something that's going to happen with the Mario Circuits in the year of our Lord 2025. This Peach Beach, Peach Garden, sorry, it's aight. DK Mountain, it's aight. This this Bowser Castle is still awesome. And now we jump into the 3DS era. And Toad Circuit is just Figure 8 Circuit, but better. It is Toad Circuit, but... It is just Figure 8 Circuit, but better. Daisy Hills, it's aight. That's backwards. The first underwater track, I think it's Cheap Lagoon. It's aight. Shy Guy Bazaar is kind of awesome. Maybe I don't know if I'm alone in this, and sound off in the comments or jump in the VC here to tell me that I'm an idiot. I really like the waypoint races. Like, honestly, I really like the waypoint races. Kind of breaks up the 3 laps thing. So, like, the Woohoo tracks from, like, the Wii Sports areas for Mario Kart 7 and that, and the other ones that we'll get to, like, I think they're great. I think they're awesome. I'm kind of top tier in my opinion. This Mario circuit, it's fine. Music Park. Obvious. Top tier. Rock Mountain. Honestly, Rock Mountain's kind of awesome. Oh! I'll catch heat for this. Piranha Plant Slide honestly just exists for me. Some people hail it as an excellent track. I don't get it. I don't see it. It's fine. I just don't get it. Wario Shipyard. That's awesome. That one's got the atmosphere, and that's pretty awesome. Neo Bowser City. Honestly, in 7, it's just fine. And another Woohoo track. You know where this one's going. DK Jungle. Awesome track. Rosalina's Ice World here is fine. Bowser Castle here is awesome. And the Waypoint Rainbow Road. And the Waypoint Rainbow Road, you are absolutely going up into a top tier. Luigi Raceway, adding some of the flight stuff to it. You aight. Which Bowser Castle are you? Which Bowser Castle are you? Oh, GBA Bowser 1. I guess at this point is I gotta put it in You Exist, because I think the only thing it did was it added one little bit of flying part to it, but like there really wasn't much you could do with that. That was kind of cut and dried, and like the cake was pretty much made with that. You really couldn't do much more with it. Mushroom Gorge exists. Luigi's Mansion exists. Koopa Troopa Beach kind of exists. Mario Circuit 2. It's aight. Okay, so I've actually basically redone Coconut Mall every time, too. Coconut Mall, this one's, like, it's fine. Same with Pinball. What's weird with Pinball is with this one, like, its first one is top tier, and then its remake is not nearly as good. Calamari Desert here is kind of awesome. DK Pass. DK Pass UI. This Daisy Cruiser. This Daisy Cruiser's actually aight. Maple Treeway, UI. Koopa Cape, You Exist. Dino Jungle, You Exist. Airship Fortress, UI. And 3DS SNES Rainbow Road. Honestly, I'm going to go with not great, because on the... I think partly it's because you shoehorn the flying... kind of tried to shoehorn the flying bit in there. And because, well... the next game's just going to do it better. Mario Kart Stadium in 8 is awesome. Getting back onto it here with, like, the beginning tracks to kick off a new game. Absolutely excellent. Water Park. Honestly, Water Park's kind of great, too. Sweet Sweet Canyon. It's fine. Thwomp Ruins. It's also just fine. Still good, but, like, it's fine. Mario Circuit. You can go up here with Mario with Kart Stadium and that. The Haba. It's alright. The Twisted Mansion is awesome. Shy Guy Falls. It's alright. Sunshine Airport is awesome. Dolphin Shoals. It's fine. I mean, how often I talk about how great Electrodrome is whenever I'm playing Mario Kart 8, you know we're putting it in top tier. Mount Wario. You know I love the Waypoint races. Absolutely top tier. Barreling down the mountain. Cloud Top Cruise. Honestly, you just kind of exist. The Bone Dry Dunes. You also just kind of exist. This Bowser Castle is top tier. This Bowser Castle is top tier. The music, the race, the atmosphere, everything. It is awesome. Same goes with the Mario, with the Mushroom Kingdom Space Program and the new Rainbow, and 8's Rainbow Road. It's great. Moo Moo Meadows, I think we got to keep it up here. It doesn't change anything, but it also didn't have to. Wait, where the hell is it? Oh, I put it in awesome. GBA Mario Circuit is awesome in the remake. Weird what just putting in a little zero gravity does. The DS Cheap Cheap Beach, it's still alright. This Toad's Turnpike is awesome. Because now at least you don't have traffic coming at you. This Dry Dry Desert it's fine. Not again. Where? What else is... Why? Why did that change? I don't know if that changed it completely, but... Why is it whenever that thing goes to default, it decides to just go straight to hell? Fucking Streamlabs. What the? Uh-oh. Hold on a minute. Something went funky with the screen. Okay, there we go. Okay, good to see that good to see the old second screen is still being a pain in the ass. How you doing, by the way? How you doing, by the way, Shayla? Donut Plains 3, the remake. It is going firmly in You Annoyed Me. There's a special place in hell for the SNES one. This one annoys me because of how bafflingly easy it is compared to its absolute hellscape over 20 years ago. N64 Royal Raceway is awesome. It's not quite full on top tier, but it is still awesome. DK Jungle it's aight. This Wario Stadium also annoys me because it shares the name with the superior Wario Stadium. Sherbet Land here, it's fine. This music park is still awesome. Oh dear. This Yoshi Valley is honestly kind of top tier. It does away with the confusion, but it also kind of widens up the roads a little bit. Kind of makes it for this game. Makes some of the like tighter runs a little bit nicer. This TikTok clock fucking aggravates me. Seemingly, no matter what I do in like any like if I'm karting with Edmonton Extra Life, or whenever I was doing like Mario Kart tournaments, my butt cheeks would pucker every time I'd see TikTok clock because I knew I was gonna have a bad time. Piranha Plant Slide, like I said, I don't get the hype. It just sort of exists for me. Grumble Volcano, You Annoy Me. Waypoint Rainbow Road, the best thing they ever could have done to the N64 Rainbow Road is turn it into a waypoint race, and that is what they did, making it so much shorter and so less annoying. And now I believe we're getting into the DLC of Mario Kart 8. Yoshi Circuit, this one is still awesome. Yeah, it is just awesome because it does get rid of the one shortcut, but it's still an excellent track. Excite Bike Arena is everything that the DS Baby Park tried to be, but better. Dragon Driftway is awesome. And then, of course, Mute fucking City. Mute City fucking rules. Wario's Gold Mine it's fine. SNES Rainbow Road here. Honestly, this SNES Rainbow Road is actually an awesome track. Ice Ice Outpost, it's fine. Hyrule Circuit, you'd always kind of annoy me. Baby Park. I begrudgingly respect you, Baby Park remake. I begrudgingly respect you. Cheeseland, I do not begrudgingly respect you. I despise you. Because of the sheer amount of bullshit that you can do in this track. Wild Woods, UI. Animal Crossing, honestly, the Animal Crossing track is kind of awesome. Same with, I tip my hat to Neo Bowser City in this. Ribbon Road, it's another one that it honestly kind of annoys me. Super Bell Subway, it's fine. Big Blue, however, top fucking tier. And now we get into the DLC we're getting into the DLC that was released over the span of a couple of years during the Switch era here, because we got the Paris Promenade. Honestly, UI. Like, I don't have too much negative to say about the tour tracks. Toad Circuit's fine. Choco Mountain again. Like, this one just kind of exists. And this Coconut Mall, it's still awesome. We got Shy Guys stunting in the parking lot now. Tokyo Blur, it's fine. Shroom Ridge, it's alright. It's alright. This Sky Garden is still great. Sky Garden is still great. Ninja Hideaway. It's fine. The track does kind of annoy me at times, but it's fine. New York Minute, it's fine. Mario Circuit 3. This one's actually kind of awesome. In a weird way, is like keeping it simple instead of trying to shoehorn stuff in, they just sort of keep it simple with it and it works. That said, adding stuff to Calamari Desert here was a great idea. Waluigi Pinball, this one is awesome. Sydney Sprint, you alright. This Snowland is better than the other one, but not by much. It's fine. Mushroom Gorge, it's alright. Sky High Sunday, yeah, it's alright. London Loop exists. This Boo Lake is actually kind of good with the bit of the underwater segment there. Rock Mountain is good. This Maple Treeway, I don't know, maybe it's just sort of the visual of it. It's a lot more majestic in a way. Berlin Byways, it's fine. The Peach Garden is kind of neat with the route change. Merry Mountain is awesome. Go Christmas level. And 3DS Rainbow Road is actually pretty good. Amsterdam, you sort of exist. Riverside Park, UI. DK Summit, this DK Summit is awesome. Yoshi's Island. The commitment to the bit for this is kind of top tier. Bangkok, you sort of exist. DS Mario Circuit, UI. I love what they did with this Waluigi Stadium. Singapore. Honestly, the Singapore one's kind of good. There's another one that we'll get to too, and no bias. No bias. Athens, you're fine. This Daisy Cruiser is actually pretty good. Moonview Highway. Ooh, I should check the... This Moonview Highway is awesome. Squeaky Clean Sprint, it's fine. Los Angeles, honestly, kind of just exists. This Sunset Wild is awesome. Koopa Cape, this one, honestly, kind of just exists. Vancouver Velocity. No bias. No bias. Definitely not because we go through a hockey arena and there's an homage to there's an homage to an NHL moment enshrined in the game. Not once, not ever. Rome, you just sort of exist. DK Mountain, still awesome track. Daisy Circuit, it's fine, I guess. Piranha Plant Cove, honestly, just kind of exists for me. Same with Madrid. Rosalina's Ice World, this one annoys me. Like, there is a bit of a spike in difficulty from this compared to the 3DS one itself. This Bowser Castle 3 fucking rules. When they remade it for that, it is awesome. And same goes with the Wii remake, or with the Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road remake. Awesome. And with that, we've made it to the final game. We have made it to Mario Kart World. Mario Bros. Circuit. I think to show off the gimmick and to not show off, say, the intermission track gimmick, but to sort of get your feet wet, absolutely top tier for an opening track. Crown City, awesome track. Oh, what the fuck are you called again? Whistle Stop Summit. Right, the Whistle Stop Summit. I may have forgotten the name, but I certainly know the track, and it is another awesome track. And then I don't think I'm off base for saying Donkey Kong Spaceport. Absolute top tier track. Like, if not for a certain final track that you get, probably one of the best standout tracks. Like, the standout track for Mario Kart World. Desert Hills, this one's alright. The Bazaar. The Bazaar is kind of awesome. They brought back the good Wario Stadium, so it's going immediately into top tier. Airship Fortress. It's, I'm confident with awesome. DK Pass. Awesome track. Not Rosalina's Ice World. What the hell is it called? Starview Peak. Starview Peak, although with the Lumens that I think is kind of why I immediately associate with Rosalina. It's fine. It's fine. Sky High Sunday. It's alright. It's fine. Wario Shipyard. Awesome. Cuba Beach. Or, as it is so eloquently referred to at times, Mario Kart Fire Fest. It is an awesome track. It's a little bit smaller than some of the others, but it's fine. Desert Oasis. No, not Desert Oasis. Faraway Oasis. Awesome track. Late Night Crown City. Yeah, Nighttime Crown City. It's alright. It's alright. Then from Crown City, that goes to Peach Stadium. This one, honestly kind of just exists because it's the short little lap there. And that's all it is. Now, I believe this is Peach Beach. Peach Beach? It's alright. Saltwater Speedway or whatever the fuck? It's alright. Salty Speedway. Salty Speedway. Dino Jungle, it's fine. The Ruins, however, awesome track. Crap. Cheap Falls. Cheap Falls, it's aight. Dandelion Depths, it's aight. Boo Cinema. Absolute cinema with that track. Absolute cinema. And, oh god, the Dry Bones one. It is an awesome track. It is a visually striking track. Dry Bones Burnout. That's right. Moo Moo Meadows. I mean, again, I think we got to like pretty much keep a bit of a standard here, at least awesome or top tier. Choco Mountain. Again, this one's all right. This one's all right. Toad Factory. Awesome what they did with the place. And Bowser Castle. This one's another awesome one. What they did with the place. And that leaves us with 4. We've got Acorn Heights, which, it's fine. Mario Circuit. Honestly, with what they did with this, I'm putting it in top tier because they basically combined Mario Circuits 1 through... I think they combined 1 through 4, honestly. And just sort of mashed them together, and each lap is a different Mario Circuit track, which is a very unique thing to do, and I kind of fucking love it for it. This Peach Stadium is also going into top tier because the track itself is great, and it acts as the calm before the storm. Rainbow Road, no surprises here. Gotta go in top tier. Like, to close out Mario Kart World with that Rainbow Road, that is an immaculate finish. I don't think there's any more that can really be said about that. So, yeah, there you go. That's our, that is our, officially unofficial tier list of... We'll post it in the I'll post it in the Discord there, and yeah.